Welcome to Spoken Careers, home of career decision intelligence. I'm Dr. Sudhir Reddy. Here's a question I'd like you to think about today. How many opportunities have you missed? Not because someone said no, but because you never asked? Think about that for a moment. A course you never applied for, a person you wanted to speak to, a project you wanted to join, an idea you wanted to share, a job you thought was beyond your reach, an opportunity you quietly wished for but never pursued. Sometimes the door doesn't close on us. Sometimes we simply never try the handle. And perhaps one of the most important career decisions we can learn to make is knowing when to knock. Imagine a young professional working in an organization. Let's call him Daniel. Daniel is good at his job, reliable, hardworking, curious. One day, he hears about an important new project being created in another team. It's exactly the kind of work he wants to learn. He feels excited. For a moment, he imagines himself being part of it. And then another voice begins. You're not experienced enough. They probably already have better people. Why would they choose you? What if you ask? And they say no. So Daniel does what many of us do. Nothing. He waits. Perhaps someone will notice his interest. Perhaps his manager will recommend him. Perhaps an invitation will arrive. Days pass. Nothing happens. Then one afternoon, Daniel sees his manager walking past his desk on an ordinary Tuesday. He almost says something. Almost. And then he stops himself. But this time, something changes. He realizes that he has already heard the word no, even though nobody has actually said it. The rejection happened entirely inside his own mind. So Daniel asks one simple question. I heard about the new project. I'd really like to learn more about that kind of work. Is there any way I could contribute? His manager looks at him and says, I didn't know you were interested. Just 5 words. I didn't know you were interested. Think about how many careers have been shaped by that sentence. How many managers didn't know? How many teachers didn't know? How many mentors didn't know? How many people were willing to help but were never asked? In Daniel's case, he wasn't immediately given a major role. He started small, he attended a few meetings, helped with a few tasks, learned from people with more experience, but slowly, one opportunity led to another. Not because a magical door suddenly appeared. The door had been there all along. Daniel simply decided to knock. Now, this doesn't mean every door will open. Some won't. You will apply for opportunities and be rejected. You will ask questions and hear no. You will raise your hand, and someone else may still be chosen. That's part of life. But there is an important difference between being rejected by the world and rejecting yourself before the world gets a chance to respond. Think about this decision for a moment. You're deciding how you'll spend the next few years, perhaps the next few decades. The consequences are significant. That's why this decision deserves reflection, not reaction. Now let's explore today's career myth. The myth is that if you are good enough, opportunities will eventually find you. Here's the career truth. Good work matters. Preparation matters. Competence matters. But sometimes, opportunity begins when you raise your hand. A title is something people call you. A meaningful life is something you feel. There is a strange habit many of us develop as we grow older. We begin answering questions on behalf of other people. Can I apply for this opportunity? Probably not. Would that person be willing to mentor me? They're probably too busy. Could I contribute to this project? They probably want someone more experienced. Could I study this subject? I'm probably not smart enough. Could I change careers? It's probably too late. Notice something. Nobody actually said no. We said it for them. And sometimes we build entire walls out of answers nobody gave us. Career decision intelligence is not about saying yes to everything. It is not about chasing every opportunity. And it is certainly not about acting without preparation. Good decisions still require judgment. You need to understand the opportunity, consider the risks, prepare yourself, and decide whether the door is actually worth opening. But once you know that an opportunity matters, don't let fear make the decision before you do. Because uncertainty has a way of disguising itself as certainty. I'm not ready. They won't choose me. I don't belong there. It won't work. These statements sound like facts, but often they are predictions. And predictions deserve to be tested, sometimes with research, sometimes with preparation, and sometimes with one simple question. Before we close, here's today's golden minute. There are two kinds of rejection: the rejection someone else gives you, and the rejection you give yourself. The first may close one door, the second can quietly close hundreds. Every time you don't apply because you assume you're not qualified enough. Every time you don't ask because you assume the answer will be no. Every time you remain silent because you assume someone else is better, you are making a decision on behalf of someone who never actually rejected you. Courage doesn't guarantee a yes. It doesn't promise success. It doesn't mean every door is meant for you. Courage simply gives life the opportunity to answer. So prepare well, think carefully, ask respectfully, and when a door genuinely matters, try the handle. Because sometimes the door you believe is locked has been waiting for you to push. And remember, don't let an imagined no make the decision for you. This is how borrowed dreams quietly become borrowed lives. Before our next conversation, I'd like you to carry one question with you. What door in your life have you assumed is locked without ever trying the handle? Maybe it's an application, a conversation, a new field, a project, a person you want to learn from, or simply a question you've been afraid to ask. You don't have to open every door, but perhaps there is one worth knocking on. If today's lesson helped you see decisions differently, share it with one young person and one parent. Because better conversations create better decisions, and better decisions create better futures. Remember, your future is not built in a single decision. It is built by the quality of the decisions you make every single day. Every decision writes a sentence in your future. Choose your next sentence carefully. Until next time.